Welcome back to No Manual Needed podcast, where we talk about managing our finances, balancing work and personal life, building meaningful and healthy relationships, mental health, self-discovery, not forgetting the frustrations, fears, and desires that come with stepping into the real world. I'm your host, Anita Habiri, and it's another week. It's a new week. I hope you had a great weekend, a lovely weekend, and are ready for the week. My apologies on our previous episode. The audio was not as great, but we're working on improving that. This week's audio is going to be better. Also, last week we did not have an episode. I'm so sorry for that, my manual mavericks. We are working on that not repeating itself. Okay, so let's dive into this week's topic. This week you're going to talk about mental health. I know at some point we all go through mental health issues, like whether it's not feeling like yourself, whether it's feeling like there's something wrong with you. There are some of the signs that your mental health is not okay. What is mental health? Mental health is your ability to handle and cope with stress and enjoy daily life. It includes the way you feel, the way you think, the way you act, and the way you relate to others. Now that we have understood what mental health is, let's talk about how to deal with mental health or what we can do to help our mental health. Number one, when you want to work on your mental health, you have like 3 principles that will help you improve your mental health, which is pick the low hanging fruit first. The principle here is to start with the simplest, easiest changes first, because this can give you more energy and motivation to make other changes in the future. And only make one change at a time, please. Let's have an example. Let's say, for example, I love to exercise. If I love to exercise, I'll make exercising the first thing that I do in the day, and me accomplishing it will make me feel better. So I maintain that for like a month, and then the next month I can introduce something else. Let's say walking in nature. Start with what you enjoy or the easiest thing that you can tackle first, and then as you gradually progress a day at a time, you can do this like maybe monthly. This month I introduce this habit, I work on it for the whole month, and then the next month I introduce another habit. Now by the end of the year, I'd have like at least six positive habits that help me flourish in life. Another thing that can help you when working on your mental health is create a system to make the new actions that you want to change in your life easier. Setting up a system where, let's say for example, a patient who is on medication, I'll put my medication where around where I have my breakfast, so that after I take my breakfast, I always remember to take my medication, such a scenario like that. Or I have this system of 2 hours or 1 hour before I go to bed, I switch my phone off and put it in a separate room, or put it away where I cannot see it, and focus on myself. Whether that will be reading a book, whether that will be meditating, or maybe reading a scripture, that will help me go to sleep. And then when I come to bed with my phone, you'll end up like lost scrolling from one video to the next. Such a system will help. That thing is have a habit tracker. Set a 30-day goal for tiny changes you want to make, and give yourself a check mark every day if you do this tiny change. Example, let's say every day I want to meditate. I can have my physical calendar to help me mark. Like let's say I complete Monday. Did I meditate? Yes. You mark Monday done, Tuesday done, until the whole month is over. That will help you stay in track in what you plan to do. If you don't have a physical calendar, there is a book. Actually, I saw a book at the supermarket, a notebook that has that monthly tracker. And I'll go for it, because I also want to introduce new habits in my life, and that will help me stay on track. If you're good with your phone, and it will not hinder you from implementing your new habits, you can have the tracker app on your phone, and then after the day ends, or after completing the task that you had set to achieve, mark their task completed for the month, and then you'll notice the change if you are consistent throughout the month. Yeah, let me know if you have done this before or if you're willing to try. Or after you have tried it, let me know in the comments. Alright. In the next segment, we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you ideas of tiny changes that can help improve your mental health. Number one, you can include having a daily gratitude practice where you use a journal or an app, or you can even ask a friend to do it with you. If you talk to your friends daily, or maybe you have a check-in, you can ask a friend to do this with you if it's hard to do it by yourself. Like for me, for example, I have a friend whom we started like sending each other voice notes every day, talking about how our day was, what we're excited about during the day, or what's something exciting that happened, or just generally how your day has been. You can have that with your friend. It will help in your mental health. Thinking about it, it actually has, because at some point, I think it was last week, I was not feeling good at all about myself. I think, yeah, I was having some mental issues. Yeah, but I'm actually feeling better now. I'm feeling good, actually, really good. I'm in a better space now. I spoke to my friends, yeah, and it really helps. That is one way of dealing with your mental health. Speaking to your friends, speaking to your family helps a lot in recovering your mental health. Okay. The other thing you can do, and these are just like ideas. If you find that there is one that works for you, you don't have to like do everything else. Just the one thing that fits your lifestyle, yeah, you can just implement that one. And maybe like you can implement that one for a month. And then if you feel like you want to add something else, yeah, you can pick from another idea and continue that. So the second thing you can do to improve your mental health is follow uplifting accounts that have good news, or make your social media a positive place, and unfollow accounts that bring a lot of negativity to your life. Follow more uplifting people whom when you see make your spirits uplifted. The third idea you can implement is improving on your sleep. I know we always say, I'll sleep early today. I'll sleep early today. So maybe you're watching a series, you've watched an episode, it's nice. You're tempted to go to the next episode and the next. So did you know it's 2 a.m.? Oh, you're scrolling on TikTok. This video is nice. The next video is nice. The other video is nice. Now, before you know it, it's and it's going to interfere with your sleep schedule. So here are a few things that can help you in improving your sleep. You could try waking up at the same time every morning for 1 week and see how that is going along for you. If you're a coffee person, reduce your caffeine intake. If you work from home, you could use your bed only for sleeping and somewhere else for working. Let's say 10 is my bedtime or 11 is my bedtime. When when the clock ticks 10 and my phone goes like directly to do not disturb, that will help you in improving your sleep. You could also like have an app. Nowadays there is these app blockers that when you're scrolling so much on social media, it gives you a timeout. That will help you improve your productivity and also improving on your sleep. The next idea is practicing mindfulness. This is practicing slowing down your breathing, or the time you're coming from work. I know we love listening to maybe a podcast, or even when you're walking, say you're going somewhere. I know we love listening to either music or a podcast or anything that interests you. Sometimes it's good to walk without listening to anything and let your thoughts wander for a little bit. It's really interesting. I did try it last week. I'm a person who after school when I'm walking back home, or even before I take like transportation to take me to where I live, most of the time it's either I'm listening to a podcast or listening to music. So I saw this and I was like, I need to try it. Yeah, so I tried it. I didn't have my earpods on. I was just walking and yeah, my thoughts wandered and it was really amazing, like to see that the things that will come to mind, you will be surprised. It's actually fun. Let me know if you've tried this when you're walking, not listening to anything, just walking and your thoughts are wandering. How is the feeling? Let me know. And if you haven't done it, will you do it? And if you have tried it, like let's say you've listened to this episode this week and then you decide to try it. Let me know how it goes. Yeah, I'd love to hear your experiences. Another idea to help improve your mental health is you could do 1 minute meditation each day. And there are hundreds of 1 minute meditations online. You could Google and see what fits for you and try practicing it. Also, you could go for a walk or stretch during your breaks from work instead of looking at your phone. Most of the times you do have like breaks at work. Let's say lunch break. Make sure you get out of your seat, go for a little walk. That helps with your mental health. Or just stretch. It helps a lot in your mental health. You could also set a small daily goal for steps. This will encourage you to walk a little bit more each day. There's this challenge for the steps. The steps app. Walking helps in your mental health because when you work, everything is included. Like your hands are moving, your brain is working, your legs are moving, and movement. Any form of movement is good for your mental health. There's a science behind it. You can set this goal of steps. Like you can do it by yourself, or you can add your friends, or you can add your family. Yeah, it could be like a joint effort, which makes it more interesting. But find out what works for you and implement it. You could also spend more time in nature. Nature decreases the stress response for those of us who live. Another thing that could help you in your mental health is spend more time in nature. For people who live in big cities and can't get out in nature very often, you can do a tiny change like get yourself a plant for your home, or you could put nature photos on your laptop or your computer or in your house or on your phone as a screensaver, or even on your TV in the background, or you could follow nature photographers. It really helps in decreasing the stress levels that we get. The other thing you could do to improve your mental health is deepen the relationships you already have. Connections and relationships are one of the biggest indicators of happiness and healthiness. So you could just try to deepen the relationships you already have. These small actions really do add up over time. You could send a text message to maybe a friend or a family or even your significant other. You could plan a lunch date or even lunch a coffee date, an evening, let's say nature date, or you could call someone up to ask how they're doing. If you have a lot of things on your plate, you could make a reminder to call someone you care about. These are a few ways that you could use to improve your connections, which improve your mental health. As for me, this year, one of my goals is deepening my relationships with the people that are close to me. Yeah, so far so good. Like I really like how things are right now. Like I'm really improving, and I'm really proud of myself. And I can testify that me working on this relationship, every minute that I talk to somebody I'm close to, it makes me calm down. It makes me happy. If there are things that, let's say, I had in my mind, I'm going to cool off. I'm going to calm down. So I'd love for you to try this. Another idea to help you improve your mental health is set limits on screen time, or you could change your phone to grayscale. The grayscale mode makes app less attractive, and there has been a study on this. Once the apps are not attractive, then there's nothing pulling you to tap on the apps and see. Even let's say you tap on Instagram and it's on the grayscale, so it's not colorful. You're not going to be interested, and then that will help you prevent mindless scrolling on the social apps. You can also remove notifications from Instagram, from Twitter, the social apps that from TikTok, the social apps that take most of your time. You can remove notifications from them. This will help improve your mental health in a month. Pick one change or do one change at a time, like one change every month. For example, let's say in January, I want to work on having a healthy work boundary. Let's say you work from 8 to 5. When the clock strikes 5, don't answer emails after 5. This will help you not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, which will improve your mental health. So maybe let's say that is what you planned to do in January. In February, you can take a 10-minute walk. Make sure like you do a 10-minute walk in a day. This could be maybe after work or maybe going to work in March. You could decide on taking vitamins, for example. So making tiny incremental changes that add up over time. Okay, these are a ton of little examples. Don't do all of them. Only pick just one that you want to work on. And like I said, pick the lowest hanging fruit, something that is easier for you to achieve. This will motivate you to do more as time goes by. I hope this list gives you a ton of ideas that you could use to improve your mental health. Right. That's it for today's episode, and I hope this helps in improving your mental health and your mental state. Yeah, I know life can be overwhelming. We're already in the third month of the year, but we need to slow down and we need to work on our mental health. Because if our mental health is affected, it's going to affect how we feel, it's going to affect how we think, it's going to affect how we act and how we relate to others. And also, please let's be kind to one another. Everybody has their own things that they're going through. And you don't know, maybe you being kind to a person will help them calm down or slow down or will help them make their day. Yeah. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.